Unfortunately, here's why you can't use your same normal organic video marketing that you would use in your YouTube advertising or in your Facebook advertising. You've seen video ads on Facebook and YouTube, right? From the big corporations to the gurus to the unknowns to the local small business owners. These video ads are everywhere, but how do you start using them in your business? If you're doing video marketing already and you want to amplify your message, you want to amplify your marketing, you want to get more leads, you want to get more signups, you want to get more appointments, you want to get more sales without wasting your money, right? You're going to see where to start, the difference between the platforms and the video ads that you're using. Well, you can't put just any old video marketing up, put some money behind it and expect it to work, and why it's probably a good idea to even use different frameworks, different ideas, different types, different styles, depending on if you're going to be advertising on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you where you can get free access and instant download to a worksheet. It's a framework. Probably the best place to use this framework is on YouTube ads. Stick around to the end. I'll show you where you can get that access. So let's go over here and sketch out some things so we can work visually and just get on the same page with a few things. So ideally where we want to start is with free, or what is referred to most of the time as organic marketing. The reason why we want to start here is we want to have a validated offer, message, and conversion strategy. We have a thing called VOM cards. I'll have a video that you can access that. Just look in the description down below. There might be something popping up at the end of this. We want to make sure that we have a validated message. We know what we're talking about before we start spending money. Now, there is a huge difference though between Facebook organic and YouTube organic. And what I would say is that the production quality in your YouTube videos has to be much higher than what you're doing on Facebook. So if you want to start off with just lower production, kind of one take, this is why doing live streams on Facebook is so easy and such a good idea. Just realize that if you're going to be over on YouTube, there's going to be a higher production quality than what you are expected to have on Facebook based upon audience feedback. Now, as we go into paid traffic, the big difference here on Facebook is what we're trying to do is stop the scroll. Over on YouTube, our objective is almost the opposite. What we're trying to do here is we want them to skip the pre-roll. When a video ad first pops up, you have this, here's the video playing like this, and then you have this little thing that sits down here in the corner and it says that you can skip after 5 seconds, right? So what we want to do is set them up to identify whether these are the right people that we should be talking to or not. And then after this 5 seconds, you have another 30 seconds before you end up having to pay anything. So if you can get them to skip, if they're not your right audience, if they're not the right target, it's not who you should be talking to, and you can get them to skip in these first 30 seconds, it doesn't cost you anything. When we go back and look at what we're trying to do with Facebook, it's a little bit different because we're trying to get them to actually stop the scroll and pay attention to us. So the thing to remember with Facebook video is that there is probably not going to be any sound on when they're watching the video to start off with. So when we're trying to stop the scroll, the biggest thing that we want to have with our videos, this is where the platform is going to be a little bit different. We want to have a title up above, and then we want to have captions down below. This is going to be the biggest difference between what you're doing on YouTube versus what you're doing on Facebook, just because of how people consume the content. And then when it comes to your YouTube video and ads, they're going to watch the first 5 seconds. That's called the pre-roll. And they have to do that whether they want to or not. But then you have a 30-second buffer to get them in or get them out. So based upon your scripting, your framework, what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're showing, what you're telling, this is a great opportunity to say, yes, you should continue to pay attention, or no, just skip this thing and move on to the next video. So this is where you want to hook them. You want to hook them, but then identify if they're the right target audience for you at all. So if you're deciding that, yes, you're ready to level up your marketing, you want to amplify your message and get things out there in a bigger way, put some money behind it. The first thing you want to do is just decide on what platform are you going to start this on. Are you going to be over on YouTube, or are you going to do this on Facebook? Which platform? The second thing you want to do then is create the video specific to the platform. We just went through the differences and why you want to create a different video and style based upon which platform you're going to use. And the third thing you want to do is head over to darinpersinger.com/video ad, where you can get that free framework. We call it the His Poppy. It's a video ad framework to help you create video ads. It's probably best on YouTube. All right, I got things to do.